phone. Yeah, I don't either. Sorry, I muted my mic and then forgot all about it. And I turned my mic up a bit, but now it's seeming like extra loud, like going into the red quite often. So let me bring it back down a little bit. Okay, that's better. Um, but I had no power from like 10 till noon today, so I couldn't stream. And I know they kept saying at different times, one last week and one this week, that we might have a scheduled outage, but then it didn't happen, and there was no notification that it might happen today, or else I would have prepped for it. Okay, how's it now? I know I don't want it to be in the red, and which I turned it up more than it was, but I'm worried about it like going too much into the red, like on my thing saying I'm too loud. Okay. Because I wasn't sure, because the couple things I did on Firebot, like when I turned that up like to the higher thing, I still had trouble hearing them at the volume I keep my headphones. And I wasn't sure if that meant it was low for you guys too, or if maybe I have my music too loud in my headphones. And, then that, I don't know. I just didn't know. Put it that way. But I'm sorry that you're not feeling well tonight. I think I just started one for these. There, yep. I've streamed like once or twice at night, but I mostly stream during the day because there's nobody home, and then I don't have to worry about, you know, the kids making noise or, other stuff. But we are going to IKEA this weekend to look at some shelving to use for the Legos. Yeah, I mean, it just that way everybody can be as loud as they want, and it's not an issue. To look at some shelving, and depending on how that goes, I might move my desk back out where it was when I started, and then you guys can see like the massive amount of Legos I have behind me and to the side. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do for sure, one way or another, but is a possibility. Because when we moved in, because we bought the house sight unseen, really, like they book after dark. I'm barely PG-13 during the daytime. It can only be worse at night, right? What was I saying? Oh, when we bought the house, it was basically sight unseen. So we saw like some pictures on the website, and we had like a virtual walkthrough, but that's not much. And so then we had to figure out like where we're going to put all of our stuff and all that, and figure out like what our monthly income was going to be and stuff like that. So we just kind of put things where we thought it would go. Red quarter crowns and tell me. Listen, I will read it for you. Like, I bet we could find like an excerpt, a passage, because it's by J.A. Maas, isn't it? I keep forgetting I need to add more bricks to this thing. I mean, I have heard some things, and it's a fantasy romance, so that just means dark fae princes who will peg you in the forest. Sweetie, I think if you start skipping the spicy parts in that book, you'll read 2 pages and skip 2 chapters. I'm pretty sure that's how that whole series is. It just gets worse as you go. Some books you can't read like that. You have to just either read it or don't. What is it about the spicy parts that does you in? Like, I mean, it's just mom porn. It's just written porn. Like, I want to say it's pretty bad. Like, I don't think you should read it. Like, the Sleeping Beauty books, or not Sleeping, Cinderella has one retelling that is like, whoa. I don't watch porn either, I read it. The movie plays in my head. I can make them anybody. Okay, I have to remember to put more things in this bin. I couldn't put it into words, but I'm just not a fan. Many for graphic media. I love the graphic media. I mean, but I'm weird, so. What am I doing? Oh, so I'm gonna build this, the main one there, if I can point, in the flowers in the rain bucket, water can. And then I figured if there was time, which there probably will be, I have this too. And we can decide which one to build. Because you can do where it's like half green and half pink, or like this one, or where it's just kind of greenish at the bottom. Yes. So you can do it as the flowers in the watering can, or 2 flowers in a rain boot, or the 2 birds. And I bought it mainly because I like the flowers in the watering can. I would do the boot version too. Like, I would buy a second one and do the boot too, but I really liked this version. It's only like 420 pieces, so not very many pieces. I know I love wellies. I have rainbow unicorn wellies. That's what the kids call them. They remind me a lot of like a unicorn. But they're rainbow wellies. But I get my shoes in the kids department, so okay. I don't need those 2 instruction booklets because I'm not building those. And there's only 3 bags. So I did add some like hidden command things where you don't, just the word makes a sound happen. And yes, me and Steel got dino emotes. Oh, that's what I meant to ask. What do you guys do that when people use emotes, it makes them like drop across the screen? Like, what setting is that, I guess I should say? Because I didn't know how to make that happen. I was like, do I need to click a certain thing? Like a certain setting? Oh, it's a Stream Elements overlay? Okay. Because I was like, I don't know how to do that. And then I kept meaning to ask, and I would just keep forgetting. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't have. Well, I technically have Stream Elements, but I really use OBS and now Firebot. But there's only like 2 or 3 things on my Firebot. So. Yeah, like I started with Stream Elements, and then because I was using like the Twitch um streaming service, like their thing. And so I had Stream Elements for like commands, and then when I got the desktop, I switched to OBS, so I didn't really need it anymore. Um, so I think the only thing I have left on there is like the followage that tells you how long you've been following the page or whatever. I think that's like the only thing I've left on there. Yeah, see, even all my overlays and stuff are all through my Streamlabs. So I don't really have anything on the OBS. I mean, on Stream Elements, all through OBS. And I was like, that's fun. It just, bounces around the screen. Yeah, and Frosty Tools did a thing today where they said they scrapped the idea about going to a paid service, and now they're just asking you to donate what you can, which I think is cool because I really like it, but I didn't know if it was going to be something I would be able to keep doing because they kept saying it'll be affordable, but affordable to who? Like, sure, if you've got a consistent, 30 subs a month, maybe, but like, what do you consider, you know what I mean? So I didn't know if I was going to be able to keep using it after they switched, but they said today they've scrapped that idea and they're just asking for you to donate what you can, basically, to pay what you feel. Which is nice. I like that. I like Frosty Tools, so Frosty Bot. So I know everybody seemed fairly surprised that I said I had tattoos. Hello, Kevin. In Carrot Stream today, but most of the shirts I wore during the summer, you could totally see at least one of them. But yeah, I have. And it goes from here to here, around here, and all the way probably to about here. I don't know, it took like 5 hours. And it's probably my most painful one because when they did it, I was laying at like 45-degree angle or whatever, and this is all on like your chest rib bones, and then it goes up into like my collarbone area. and then into the soft tissue in your shoulder here, and then like on the cap of your shoulder, and then onto the back. So it definitely hurt the most because it was like all bone. Giffen! I know. It's a minion thing. Ooh, Growlithe escaped. Nobody tried to catch it. Does that seem like it like happened like and then instantly was escaped? Like it didn't seem like they gave you very much time. I've noticed that lately. It seems like the Pokemon happen faster. But being that I'm streaming like now at night when I don't normally, I'm not like stuck with just the 3 hours. You know, because then I have to leave to get the kids. I'm not. I don't have that some kind of time constraint this evening, so we can stay on longer than the 3 hours, and we can just build this one and then play video games, or build both of them and then play video games, or just I don't know. We have options. Does anybody have any preferences? Ooh, and I have Stream Raiders. We'll get that going. Stream Raiders battle. It started a new area as well. This should be right up your alley, Steel. It looks like anime-ish. I don't have Cult of the Lamb. I didn't buy that one. I bought the Last Ember, which is like a sad little ember. The last ember of a campfire. Let me put that down so I can see. Oh, no, we're not going to start at a level 3. Oh, again, I should have paid attention to the quest here. Kill Orc Slayers and Saints. What do you mean, what is my stream? I just put makers and crafters, and that it was Lego and possibly games. I heard Dobby Ear. I'm just trying to one thing at a time. Orc Slayer is one I need. And then for everybody else. Oh, my Steam account. Let me get the thingy for it. I think my brain read stream, not Steam. Might, I can't apparently read today. Are you gonna cooperate with me, computer? No? Okay. I know you can like invite people to see your profile and stuff. I forgot because the power went out. It wants me to re-sign back into like literally everything, which is highly annoying. Come on. It should just be BADK8. Okay, I miss people. I'm here, not here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in, Primal Freeze. I know you're supposed to be able to like in have friends, invite people. So that's my Steam name, and that was my profile carrot. I don't know if there's a different way to do that. But yes, I didn't. It's on my wish list, and I was waiting for it to go on sale. But oh, that's what I was. I was like, I know there's something you can do to invite people. Ah, okay. Okay, here's my friend code. I knew there was a way, but I was like, I cannot. Okay, you added me. I was like, I know there is a way, but what is it? Listen, Pepto does not help me. It makes me sicker. Yes, uh, are me and Steel have new emotes. I put them in the free so everybody can use them, but it's the RIP Dino. And then the Rave RIP Dino is like you have to subscribe, but listen, there's no need. We can all share emotes. Don't get me started. You have a trash thing, and I was not part of this. She wanted a matching emote. It was 70 cents. Listen, Carrot, we can get matching emotes. We have matching emotes. We have the trash, and everybody loves the trash emote. Because who doesn't love a flaming dumpster fire? Yeah, see? Now. There's no need to fight over me. I can be friends with both of you.
We have always lurked among you.
And really, if you guys knew me in real life, nobody would be fighting to be my friend. You'd all be like, oh my god, she's so weird. Run! It's really a cautionary tale. Like, don't. Welcome in, Danny. How are you this evening? Yes, I had no power today. My power went out from like 10 till noon, so I couldn't stream when I normally did because, or even when it came back on, because it wouldn't have been enough time before I had to go get in the pickup lane for the minions. Carrot, did I accept you as a friend? I keep getting friend requests now. I've just approved like 3 people I'm not even sure I know. In fact, I know I don't know them. I was like, I hope one of these is Carrot. Mm, okay. I was like, I imagine he's got pretty high level, but I don't know. You sent me a thing. What did you do, Carrot? Really, I don't really understand anything about Steam except that I can buy video games on it. You want to hear fantasy beads? Oh, she scored a 220 at practice. Uh, she had archery practice today, and she scored 220. And the most they can score in a set is 300. Okay, you say you sent me a thing, but I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking for said thing. So I know nothing about this.
Having health insurance is important. So, if you or anyone in your family
Yeah,
Medicaid or CHIP,
she broke 200 today. She was very excited.
renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your
Her lowest score, like individual arrow, was a 6, so that's really good. It's above half. Start Cult of the Lamb download. Really, I couldn't have a cult in real life because I've seen the followers. They're dumb. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at, Carrot. I don't see like where it says I got anything from anyone. I'm horrible. Oh, there we go. I just got the email. Hold, please. I just got the email. It takes forever. You're crazy, Carrot. Yeah, her error rest broke the other day, and they had to get her new one. But apparently, it is something that happens often. It's not like, oh my god, you broke the bow. It is like from the arrows rubbing against it as they fly off. So apparently, it happens often because her coach had like a whole bag of them. Why will not Steam open? Sorry, like I said, I'm horrible at this. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Sorry, I'm trying to start the download. It's being. Steam is being stupid. So I'm having to mess with it. It's just taking a minute. Those you. Listen, I couldn't be a real cult leader because I'd be like, oh, wait, I have all these people. Why are they so stupid? Oh, yes, because you'd have to be stupid to join a cult. Like, my cult would involve just sacrificing people. Pure intimidation. Like, do what I say, or I will kill you in front of your family members. And they'll listen. Okay, because I'm not making the little birds, it has me just like sticking eyeballs in weird places. Like this is like eyeballs. Like in weird places. Like why are there eyeballs in the middle of my rain bucket? Rain sacrifices. Right? Like I don't understand what the eyeballs. Okay. I don't know what is going on with Steam. I was doing it in my browser. Let me make sure it installed. For killing 500 enemies in a single quest or like total? Like tallied up? Because 500 at one time is pretty impressive. Steam, what is your deal? I don't know why Steam doesn't want to open. I thought maybe it needs to be re-downloaded, so I did that and installed it, but it still does not want to open. Yeah. 500 at once would be very impressive. That's why I wanted to clarify. Okay. What is your deal, Steam? Let's see, did it put like one on my desktop that I could maybe look at instead?
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings.
You can name a useless person MR Carrot in the Fallout shelter.
So it's easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in.
Okay, I may have to go to the Be Right Back screen and have Crazy help me, because for some reason it doesn't, like, Steam does not want to open, and I would gladly start to download this so we can all watch me kill people as a cult leader, but I can't get the dang thing to open. Let me make sure that it's not like running in the background or something and that's what's happening. Yeah, this is being really weird. I see in my files that I've downloaded Steam, and everything I don't want to work. I'm trying to get Steam to open so I can download the game. It says the game is in my thing. Okay, I'm gonna go to a be right back screen real quick. Okay, we figured something out. It's checking for updates or doing an update, so hopefully that will get us to a point where we can then um right, like figure out what it's doing. I don't know. It wasn't telling me anything. It just wasn't doing anything either. Okay, now it wants a password, because I have like the authenticator thingy. So I have to wait for the email to come. There we go. Today's spell that it says anywhere between 5 and 15 points of damage. That's it. Okay. It's doing its thing. Okay, so now I can go to my library. New to library. Install Cult of the Lamb. Okay, it's doing its download thingy. Oh, I missed some chat here. Are we joining the cult? Trying to work on the cult? Carrot cursed you in real life? Did he curse you, or did you just eat something funky? Yeah, apparently it needs to be updated instead of just like when I clicked trying to open it, it just would update. It wouldn't do anything. Yeah. So it is almost done downloading. So we can build this, and then you can all be my cult followers. FYI, if you ask to eat poop, I'm gonna let you eat poop because Carrot let me eat poop, even though one of my things was a germaphobe. Did you have some ginger ale, anything like that? Oh, that's right. Sorry, Fantasy. Yes, Dobby ears, Dobby ears. You're probably the same person who would let your Sims do whatever they ask to, too, because you just want your characters to be happy. Yeah, you should drink some ginger tea or nibble on some ginger if you have some in the house, or do some ginger ale. Ooh, an eyeball and one of you. Okay, Stream Raiders. Let's see how we did. We have 6 allies. Oh, I gotta do a spell. Yeah, on the inside of the headband, it's embroidered. It says Dobby is free on the inside of the headband in like gold thread. So this is our thingy so far.
You're So Far Away by Avenged Sevenfold on Amazon Music.
I do love that song, Ziggy, but not right now. Cancel, Ziggy. Cancel. We didn't win? Oh, 21 enemies. No wonder we didn't win. That seems like a lot of enemies for a first round battle. Who else did they want me to put out? Saints or orcs? So we'll try Saint this time. Okay. That's a necromancer. Frozen Saint. It really wants me to know that there's rain possible tomorrow. Mess. Okay, never mind. Never. You mentioned Sims. I'm going to play. Yeah, now that I mentioned Sims. Book, were you one of those people who removed the ladder from the pool in your Sims? No, because when I play Sims, I don't have a love interest. I have me and pets. I don't have other people in my house because I would kill them. I barely like other people in my house as a regular human. In a video game, there's no law against me murdering them. Like, I would murder... Like, it's hard to play Sims and keep myself alive, let alone, like, you get a romantic interest, and then that romantic interest wants to have babies. Then there's more than one baby, and just everybody die. No, I don't want that. Yeah, you children. But fantasy has a version of Sims where there's like werewolves and vampires, so I would have a vampire husband. I would have a vampire husband. I mean, can't have offspring, he's dead. Yeah. But yeah, baby, if they take over, like that's your whole life. No, thank you. If I'm playing a video game, I'm going to be at least freer than I am in real life. Listen, I love my children, but if I could go back and do it again, I probably wouldn't have children. In an alternate dimension, or like you have the different worlds in Marvel, I there is a world in which I don't have children. Probably more worlds that I do have children, but in one of them, I don't. So I went and picked Fantasy up from practice today, and her friend was at the back of the car. I don't get out of the car. You just open the lift and put your bow in and get in the car. But her friend said, "Do you want to meet my mom?" And I heard, "Do you want to be my mom?" And I said, I barely want the children I have, no thanks. And then I got to meet her mom and her dad. They agreed too that they don't want any more children than they have. So Kevin today mentioned that he might want to start streaming. I told him he should just put a video camera out the window of his tractor and just film as he farms. I would watch that. It would at least be on. So you just put a camera in the window of your tractor and stream that. Like from your phone. You wouldn't even need like this is my view. Like a backup camera, but a tractor cam. We would totally watch that. Yeah, like a little GoPro or something out there. You tractor cam. Could hear Kevin curse when things went wrong because he forgot the camera was there. Right? Like it'd be like a simple thing. Yes. Carrot definitely kills his Sims players. Like, I've seen you play a regular game, you definitely kill your Sims. So it's our watering can so far. Oh, it wants me to do this twice. No, it fell. Ooh, just right here. I just realized this is like the cursed yellows that Carrot always complains about on his stream. Like, why is this set so yellow? Yeah, Kara is probably most definitely the person who works to get a whole family and then murders them in Sims. Or friends. I guess you could murder your friends, invite them over to a pool party, and then just remove the ladder. That looks like a semi-nice muted yellow. It is the same bright yellow that is all Legos. Yeah. Like, Carrot seems like the type of person who would definitely work to make friends in the Sims game and invite them over for a pool party and then remove the ladder and watch them all struggle. Just random people start living in your house. I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. That is very weird.
And track status and progress at a glance. So you and your team can make smart decisions faster. Try it for free at asana.com.
You made them all get 2 jobs because you're like, if I have to have 2 jobs in real life, then you have to have 2 jobs in your game. Then you quit yours and you charged them to live in your house. Took all the monies. You can fix that by setting a Lunchable in the oven, turn it on, remove the doors. But, like, I don't know where the people came from. They were just there one day. Wait, they just moved in because you were busy at work. And they thought the house was, they were squatters. I didn't know you could have squatters in Sims. Maybe you were in the wrong house. That's plausible too, Carrot. It's more plausible that you were in the wrong house. So our little watering can. Toot, toot. And what's worse is that this is to prove I have little kid hands. Like, most adults would be like, I can't fit my fingers. And I'm just like, yeah. With my little kid hands. Yeah. Your 2 fingers barely fit in there, and if I really try, I can fit 4 of my all 4 if I really try comfortably like this, because I have little itty bitty kid hands. Eat sugar. My post Christmas stash of candy. Because Target plays no jokes. The day after any holiday, Target puts their candy on sale, and really anything to do with that holiday, 90% off. So I always go to Target the day after a holiday. Yeah, and score all the candy. Like, Target just wants it gone. They're not like, okay, 25% today, 50 tomorrow, 75 next week. They're like, nope, 90%. Take it, get gone. So if you ever want stuff for a holiday, just go to Target the day after the holiday. We have gotten, like, the outdoor inflatables at super cheap for that reason, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Like, because it's not life or death that I have it before. So I get candy, and after Halloween, I got an Oogie Boogie candy tray thing. It was like $35 normally, and I went the day after, November 1st, and it was 90% off, and I wound up paying like $2 for it. When the kids were younger and I could better predict, like sizes for the next year and things like that, and they didn't really care what they were, I would get their Halloween costumes. And like clothing for like the following year. I would like size up, and then I would get them like leggings and t-shirts and all kind of stuff for 90% off. Okay, we're building leaves. Right, like if they can do it for 90% off, like how much of it is markup? And also, maybe just like they don't have space to keep anything in the back really like that. So, like, it makes you wonder how much of a hit they're taking. Like, how much is markup and how much are they really like just like, oh, well, that's life. It does make me wonder. They added vitiligo. That's cool. That's one thing that I like about Sims. They are inclusive. Like they're always adding things so that like you can make a sim that really looks like you. Okay. So one there. One there. I guess like that. Is that really a surprise, Crazy? They know all kinds of words. Okay, so I was weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I did a lot of weird things with them as they grew up. But, like, once they knew a word, I would pick a word that meant the same thing, but was slightly harder to say. So, like, once they got to a couple years old and they could ask for help and stuff, so they go, I need help. And I go, you mean you need assistance? And they were like, huh? Like, you mean you need assistance? It means the same thing. And then, so we are at playgroup, and here are these, younger than preschool, and they'd be like, I need assistance. I need assistance. And people were like, what are they saying? I was like, they're asking for help. They're like, yeah, but they're not saying that. And I was like, no, they're saying I need assistance. Because half the things they ask for help for, they don't actually need help for. But do it in the kid voice? Okay, Steel. It won't be Sunday stream unless I just do it part of the stream because that's like my long video game stream. But I can do it Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, okay, so my little kid voice, I have to, I thought, oh, Coaster. I was like, I thought I put a redeem so only one person can claim it as stream. I did. I just freaked myself out. Let me collect these pieces, and then I will do that. So, I have a little kid voice, and it freaks people out because I sound like a little kid most of the time anyway. So, it really freaks people out. But I have a friend, and I go, Kyle, can you come out and play? Kyle, and he's like, knock it off. It is totally a creepy, scary movie little kid voice. My mommy left me home alone. Can you help me? It freaks people out because it is like a horror movie little kid voice. Okay, you did Coaster. But yeah. That's what I was like. I can do. That's why when Steel was like little kid voice, I was like, oh, I can do a little kid voice. It freaks everybody out. Is this 2? I can't see. Yeah. Yeah. But it does freak people out. I would text him and he wouldn't answer, so I would call his phone and be like, Kyle. And he'd be like, don't call me. Sometimes when I was at his house, I would turn off the light and wait till he walked in the room and then do that voice. And it freaked him out. He was also only 5'4", so he was my minion. Get off. But yes, I do a really weird little kid voice. Carrot has all his voices, but that's basically the only voice I do is the creepy little kid voice. I tell you, when I was in high school, though, it was excellent for the haunted house. Because I could hide in all kinds of tiny little places, and all you would hear was that voice. So at some point, I fell asleep during your stream today. I just laid over, and I was like, I'll just lay on the couch because my hip was bugging me. So I was trying to take pressure off of it. I was like, I'll just lay over and prop my head up and listen to Carrot and sleep. And to think that is like Steele's least favorite voice. Right? I like it. I like it. Steel does not have a command on here. There's no at Steel. It's just when she comes in. That you don't have a redeem. Steel, it's upsetting that to find out you don't have a redeem. I just made one for when you came in. I mean, I have all kinds of sound clips and some hidden sound clips, like people need to type the right word for to make them go off, but they're not like specific to any person. My stream is not a safe place for anyone. It just may not be as traumatizing, but it's not safe. Yeah. Nobody's safe here. I start talking about dragon peens, Steel's gonna get real uncomfortable. Tentacle porn. I heard it. That's what I was worried about, that it was low. I have it turned up as high as it'll go. But it says Phineas, Droid, and Furbot. Phineas, Droid, and Furbot. And I have, what if I type, let me get my mouse right. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. I love Sheldon. I heard it. I don't know what's going on then. I will figure this out eventually. Let me see if I did something wrong. Because usage in stream chat, everybody can see it. You barely heard it. That's what I was worried about, like the sounds being too low. There we go. Edit. Yep, I have the volume up. Yeah, I don't know. It's up as high as it'll go, so I don't know if let's see if I turn up my desktop sound, if that helps you hear it better. Was that louder? There we go. Some of it I still don't know, like, sound-wise, like, level-wise, what is best. Yeah, see, that one's still really low to me, and I have that in Firebot, and I have it turned up as loud as it'll go, but I can't get it to go any louder. So I was like, is it just me? Or, like, I think... No, I didn't do it as speech. I think I did it as... What I have, I don't know. Right. Yeah, from the 101 sounds like, I don't know if it's me I have like the Perry growl. But that's why I'm like, maybe I have them turned up in like the sound in like Streamlabs or Firebot or whatever I put them in. But I'm like, they sound low to me in my headphones, and is that because I have my headphones turned down like kind of low? If I turn them up, would I hear it better? But then is that going to help? Like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe I need to turn the volume down on the music a little bit so that way when I turn my headphones up, like, like on YouTube, I have the volume set pretty high. But I don't know. I just don't know. About just over a minute left on Stream Raiders. But yes, as Carrot was saying today, Kevin, if you start to stream, I will gladly pop in your channel. Listen, I'm still surprised people come and watch me, and even more surprised that you guys want to watch me put dots from a tray onto a thing. And I know that it's not all what you do. Like, you have to get people interested based on what you do, and then they stay because you're crazy and you have good conversationalist skills. But it's still, like, hard to believe people come and gladly sit while I talk nonsense round and round in circles. Or get on one of my soapboxes. Like, It still amazes me that, like, people want to hang out and talk and do whatever. Right? They say for the crazy, chaos. I will talk about just about anything, so... And Lord knows, I'm never shy to share my opinion about anything. Right. That's what I'm like, oh, people want to talk to me. Why? I am crazy and opinionated. Carrot just stays for Crazy's arm. He can't wait for it to get back in shot. And you know he lurks on his streams checking out his beard. That's why he likes playing video games and stuff. He just imagines his arm and his beard. So somewhere in pictures we have, there are of him when he was with the Marines in Japan. And his arms are like super buff. Like he was super buff while he spent time with the Marines. So that would really kill you, Carrot. Yeah, he was on loan to a thing with the Marines in Japan for a bit. He did not know Steal Your Heart. They were not near each other, I don't think. I know we teased Steal about her Marines. What, it was in like 04, 05, something like that? For just a few months. Yes, we tease her about her Marines all the time. He was on Camp Courtney in Okinawa. But yeah, he spent some time with them. But some of Crazy's cousins were Marines. Like 3 of his cousins were Marines. None of them are anymore, but Stream Raiders. Let's see. This time we have 3 more allies. Marines eat crayons no matter where they are. It's a joke. Marines are dumb and they eat crayons. Right? That's what I was like. I wonder if you fail in a level, and we still lost this one too. I've wondered if you fail in a thing, do they just like drop it way down? Well, let's try one more time. Yeah, we still lost. Apparently we suck. What do Saints do? Oh, well, I can't use it this time anyway. Nope, I won't use that one. Let's do this one. Yeah, apparently nobody's playing with us tonight, so. Okay. Time to make a flower. Past service. Do I get thanked for my service to you? I guess as far as Frosty Tools is concerned, you get it. You're in. Yep, ads just started. I mean, there are many services you can provide Marines or military in general. Listen, and most military guys aren't picky about the service you provide. Especially if you don't try to contact them again. They especially like those services. I don't know how many people I knew that went to Turkey on deployment and came home with a wife. No, they only thank you if they're sober enough to realize you're there. Or Romania, it's both. Yeah. Something about those women is different. I seriously joke about how I believe a Marine would marry until someone told me they were probably already married. Yeah. The Marine was probably married, and they have no qualms about Marine and Army. That doesn't mean the same thing. Like, they don't care that they're married. And some of them have a relationship where they're like, hey, when I'm not home, it doesn't count. And you're not ugly, Steel. Has the flower. But I tell you, like, some people would, like, spouses would do stuff and we're like, hey, this isn't an army base. We are not army spouses. And people are like, what? And I was like, we're like, don't do that. We're not army. That's not acceptable here. Kevin and Crazy caught Floette. Yeah, we were like, listen, I know you came from an army base, and so that stuff was acceptable there, but don't do that here. And when we were in Virginia, we were stationed on an army base. I had never lived somewhere like with an open gate policy where basically they would let almost anybody on base. Like you would just drive up to the gate and go into the office there and show me your ID, and as long as you didn't have a warrant or something out on you, they would pretty much let you on base. Air Force bases aren't like that. You can't. You have to have an ID, or the military person has to come down and sign you on, and they're responsible for you and whatnot. But that base would like let anybody on. It was so weird. And one of our neighbors and our friend, his girlfriend moved on base, and I was like, damn, this is so weird. Because she was like, I'm moving in with Kevin, and I was like, you can do that? And she's like, yeah, they just gave me a pass for like a whole year. And I was like, oh, weird. Definitely not in the Air Force anymore. And she's like, why not? I was like, because if he asked for you to come live on base, on an Air Force base, they would be like, that's cute. Enjoy your apartment off base. Because you don't get to live on base unless you're married or a family member. Like, you cannot do that. Yeah, his name was Kevin too, but definitely not you. That Kevin and I would bump heads all the time, because he was always like, he was very misogynistic, like, go in the house and make me a drink. And I was like, if I make you a drink, there's gonna be bleach in it. I will put arsenic in your mashed potatoes and bleach in your drink and happily serve you. He's like, I'm just joking, it's funny. And I was like, yeah, so is your tiny pecker. Everyone laughs at it. Oh, I didn't supposed to put that on there. Yeah, like most of them you can't just get on to. You have to be there for a reason. You can't just come on base. Like everyone I've ever lived on, and I've lived on quite a few, you can't just come on to base whenever you feel like it. Yep. Yeah, if you have an ID, then great. But if you don't, then somebody has to be with you to sign you on, and then they're basically responsible for anything. Like if you do something that you're not supposed to do, it's like the military member's fault, because they were supposed to be with you watching what you did. Oh. Blue flower. But yeah, you couldn't just like come on and hang out. Yeah, how long you can have an ID depends on like several different things. Depends on like if it's like till you're 18, but then if you go to college, I think you can have it till like 21 or something. And then there's ways you can have it longer. If you couldn't live on your own, like if you had a learning disability that stopped you from living on your own, and so your parents had to continue to care for you, then you could potentially have it longer. But there are ways and such. Okay, Kevin, have fun doing dishes. I did dishes earlier. Thank God I didn't have like the dishwasher or the wash machine running when the power went out today. They made it longer, but yeah. Like it depends. There are different things. I know if you go to college and you're still living with your parents, things like that, there are ways that it can be longer. I'm not sure if you went to like college and then went on to like a master, like I mean like further than just your basic 4 years, if you could keep it longer. I don't know. We haven't looked into any of that. I just know like your basic allows you to keep it a little longer, stuff like that. But decommissioned at this point. But when I was a kid, there used to be a gym and a pool and stuff. Yeah, this space that we live near now, which we've actually lived on prior, you have all kinds of housing, and the base housing has its own separate pool, and then they have like 2 different daycares. But I think the reason they have 2 is because each one is for like different ages. Like the little kids are at one and the older kids are at another. And then they have like, they don't have a school, but they have a small hospital, and then they have like the commissary and the PX and stuff. BX. Ooh, purple flower. So we have the 3 flowers now. They like don't want to stay one way or the other. Combine those. What's this? That's cool. Some bases are pretty awesome. The first time I went to, I was so surprised. It was so weird seeing so many Americans in one spot after the, yeah. It definitely can take you by surprise. When we were in North Dakota, they actually had some RAF military there. So RAF is Royal Air Force for England. They had some Royal Air Force people that were stationed at our base here up there, which was kind of cool. The kids were like, there's a new kid in class and they have a British accent. They're British, Mom. They're British. Friendship Day, where they'd open the base to the public. It was my favorite time of the year. So a lot of the bases don't have something like that per se, but they do have air shows. So they don't open up the whole base, but the public can come on to the base and watch the air show.
Helps you sell smarter at every stage of your business. Take full control of your brand with your own custom online store.
There was a Domino's on base in Virginia. Like you could get Domino's whenever it was on base. But when we were up there in North Dakota, there was like nothing on base. We were like in the middle of nowhere.
Shopify.com/YouTube audio.
Yeah, some of the bases have like what I think there's a base that has like a Chili's on it or something. Something like that. But each base is different in what foods they have. Some is the same everywhere. Like almost every base, like Air Force anyway, has like a Burger King on it. Now, not every other base, but Air Force bases have Starbucks. But I guess not all bases, like other branches, have Starbucks. Osan Air Base has a Chili's, and Kadena had one as well. Yeah, KFC, Pizza Hut. A lot of them have Charlie's now. It's like a sub place. And they all have that weird pizza place. I forget what it's called, but it's a, something Bros Pizza. Yeah. So the Navy has started getting Starbucks on their ships. And they thought this was great. And the Air Force is like, dude, everybody has Starbucks. Yeah. Yeah, you read that right. They put one on the ship. I think this is going to be a butterfly. It's a butterfly. They just Starbucks trains civilians or like we call them services. So they run like the gym and the pools and stuff. Fold towels, do laundry. We call them services. I don't know what the Navy calls them, but their equivalent of services would basically be taught how to make Starbucks recipes. Yep, sailors. They just taught sailors how to make the Starbucks recipes. It's a butterfly. I didn't even pay attention to on the box that there were butterflies in this set. That's how it works. For the bases, they just spouses and some of the kids work at Starbucks. Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised. There's a lot of stuff on the ships. I mean, to a certain extent, they're on that ship for a long time. And they need, you know, like, if you have hopes of having anything, like, you need to put stuff like that on. Turn, block, turn. I think I turned it. Yeah, that's better. I mean, they might have put one on there because they don't really use it to fight. You know, just to say. They do all kinds of stupid stuff to, like, try to prove that they have better stuff or whatever. It's propaganda! Oop, okay, let's see. Another butterfly. This is very colorful. Which book are you reading? The one I told you was smut-filled, or did you find a different one? I have several books by one author. They're basically, each book is a retelling of a different fairy tale. But I can promise you there's smut in them. I don't know how much, because I bought them at a book signing, and then I did. What you have to do when you get to one of those parts is just imagine it's you in a room. And then you won't feel skeeved out anymore. It might even give you ideas of things to do with a room. There's a kid, I say kid, I don't really know how old he is. But he's Irish, and he makes videos about being dating book girls. He's like, as a book boyfriend, you have to be prepared. Okay, I see your brick tacks. There, that's a little better. And what, you can't love him the same way if you're thinking about all the awesome things you'd like him to do to you? Because you got ideas from the book? Okay. This way, and I know I did that last step. Stuart is his name. It's so cute. Yes, Stuart Mackey or McKay or something like that. I love his videos. Right? That's all you got to think about. It just gives you ideas. Be like, so honey, I read this in a book and I think we should try it. You see, I was reading and they mentioned something that seemed really interesting, and I think we could pull it off. This piece is clear. It's going to take me forever to find it. That's what happens to me. I'm like, I wonder, do I weigh too much to try that? Okay. Stickers. Just one sticker. It's how you get ideas for your sex bucket list. We now have a door and a window. I mean, I'm sure Dr. Seuss had ideas too. Dr. Seuss is for high speed. Didn't you read like the Bodice Ripper books as a teenager? About the Highlanders and the Pirate Kings. One finger, two finger, a tongue. Yeah, I mean, for all we know, Dr. Seuss had other books that just weren't in the children's section. Get on. I mean, I don't know. He could have. He could have. We don't know. He wrote under a pen name, maybe. If you can rhyme about children's stuff, why can't you rhyme about adult stuff?
Kroger always gives you savings.
Maybe it was his best kept secret.
And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week.
Our third butterfly, so we have a butterfly for each flower. And lots of extra pieces left over.
And now, shop what you love and save $2 on each participating item when you buy 3 or more with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I mean, I don't know that he did either, but I mean, it isn't completely out of the realm of possibility. Okay, so do we want to do this one too? Or do we want to do this one, or did we want to just do the Cult of the Lamb? I'll see if I can figure out how to do a poll. I'll do a short. We were talking about the probability that Dr. Seuss could have written smut, because we were talking about smut and then Carrot went one finger, two finger. And I said one finger, two finger, a thumb, and he could have done it under a pen name. We don't know. I probably do. If I sorted through like all the stuff, I probably could make another flower. So let me tell you, I found all these, like, look at these. Oops, Stream Raiders. Somehow this friends piece. Now it's a silly little whore. I found these wings, and I found so far these are all the minifigures I found in the kids Legos. I found whatever this dude is, and Alex, I think his name is. I found a ninja. I don't know. I don't. If you say so, Primal Steve. Then I don't know who they are. So Steve. I found green legs. It makes me think of Robin. I found a what is it? The Joker's girlfriend. My brain has farted. I found one of her. Harley Quinn. Yeah, that's it. My brain is like, I know it, but I'm not going to give you the words. I think this guy's a firefighter. I don't know what he is, but I found all these kind of, and I'm nowhere near done. So who knows what we'll find. I found king hair. It's got like a crown and, but yeah, I've been finding all kinds of minifigures. Like, while that poll finishes, we'll go to the Stream Raiders battle. Maybe third time's a charm, right? We have 5 people. And they have... See, it all ties in. 5 to 6. Maybe we'll win this time. Man, they are taking us out. Yeah, we're not going to win this either. I don't know. After 3 loses, you just keep trying. Start new map. Confirm. Because we didn't get anywhere on the old map. Yeah, I was like, I guess we just keep going. So you play against the computer, like, players put their pieces on the board, and then you battle really against the computer. Okay, Cult of the Lamb it is. So let me... I will get rid of the YouTube music so that you can hear the game. Play Cult of the Lamb. I don't have a controller. Is it gonna let me play if I don't have a controller, Carrot? Oh, it's not real money. It's it gives you 3 coins and they refresh like every 30 minutes. But yeah, you don't use real money to continue to play. It's like money you or coins you earn in game, basically. Carrot, is this game gonna let me play if I don't have a controller? I don't want a controller. Okay. Go away, start menu. Is it not coming up? Maybe it's because I'm still in like the startup. I don't have a controller. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with it. Is it coming up for you guys? I don't know why it's not pulling up. I thought maybe because I was in like the startup menu or whatever. Why is it not coming up as a game? Okay, let me give it a second to register it's there while I get my phone up so I can see the chats. Go away, notifications. All the notifications go away. Okay, I was like, it's not going to be like, never mind, you can't play this. If I can get it to come up on my game thing. Yeah, that's what I usually have to do. I usually have to like be in the 2 camera and then go back to the game and whatnot. Okay. Now it's just a blank screen. Sorry, for some reason it doesn't want to. Apparently, all the technical difficulties today. Okay. Apparently, my computer doesn't like this game. Well, OBS doesn't like this game. Change my thing to Cult of the Lamb. Here we go. There it is. Moist. Ew. Moist makes me think of not nice things. Oh, go to Twitch. Maybe. Oh, connect to Twitch.
This allows for Twitch integration.
go to. It wants it as overlay number 1. Let's do this. Panel 2, panel 3. Oh, we'll just do this. There we go. So there's that. That it's on Twitch now, like connected by Twitch. Sorry, we're trying to figure out why it doesn't want to come up as like to view. Since Carrot says, I let mine look at a specific window and manually select the game. I always had baddish luck with looking for game catcher.
Not bringing up anything.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it's worked in the past. Like, it works all the time with Hogwarts. But something about now it doesn't want to like bring anything up. Essentially, game capture, add source, new source. Sorry, guys, I don't know what it's doing or why it's not working.
I got no idea.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with it before. It's always brought up like go to Stream Raiders battle there. And when I bring this up or go to this, and then if I bring this up and then go to that, I've never had a problem. Let me. Yeah, see? Something about the Cult of the Lamb they don't like.
I might know.
What? Sorry. Crazy just had a thought. He said he might know.
Well, I mean, let me picture. I wonder if maybe the resolution's different.
Oh, I don't know. How do you do it? Should we open the game?
Well, just do your stream raiders real quick.
It wasn't ready. I was just saying, like,
Oh.
it just pops up. Like, I've never had a problem with it before. That's what I was trying to show you. That, I'm so, well,
To bring up.
oh, game capture.
Okay, maybe it's on yet. Go back.
Oh.
Androids.
Sorry, we thought maybe something with the graphics, but I don't know. Sorry, guys. I honestly know like next to nothing about computers, so. Go to chatting screen or different screen. Right, like no, go back to the chatting screen. And then you have to pull up the game. And then I have to go back and change it to gaming. Sometimes that's usually how I have to do it when I do Hogwarts.
That's weird. You shouldn't have to do that. Because I never do that.
Well, I've always had to do that. Like when I want to toggle between Stream Raiders and Hogwarts. Yeah, I know. It's usually something so stupidly easy that you're like, really? How the hell did that not just work? But at the same time, it doesn't. It is something to do with maybe full screen versus borderless. Carrot says maybe.
Let's end stream real quick, and then we're going to restart it as admin.
What do you mean we started as admin?
We will write like we did Steam earlier. So.
Okay, we're gonna quick end the stream and restart it to see if that does something.